Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and Laserdisc update. And I got a pretty good amount of titles to show you all, and let's get started. So, first one here is a film that I reviewed, and I really enjoyed this film. It's very underrated, and it is called Together Brothers, and it stars Ahmad Nuruddin, Anthony Wilson, Nelson Sims, Owen Pace, Kim Dorsey, Glenn Turman, and the music was done by Barry White. And this was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I reviewed this film, so look back at my channel for my review of this film. So very underrated. I know a lot of people probably haven't heard of the film, but I liked it. Good movie, worth checking out. So that's Together Brothers. So like I said, check out my review of that film. It's on my channel, so give it a watch. And then I picked up Wonka, starring Timothée Chalamet. Saw it in theaters and really enjoyed it, really loved it, had a lot of fun with it. And of course it's a prequel, and it's Willy Wonka played by Timothée Chalamet, and him trying to sell his chocolates. And this was before he created a factory, a chocolate factory. And this fits perfectly in the original universe of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, with Gene Wilder. It's a musical. And I thought Timothée Chalamet did a good job as Willy Wonka. I liked the chemistry between him and Peanut. But overall, fun movie it was. I reviewed it, so check out my review of the film, if you guys haven't seen it. And it does have features. It has Unwrapping Wonka, Paul King's Vision, The Whimsical Music of Wonka, Welcome to Wonkaland, Hats Off to Wonka, and Wonka's Chocolatier. So that's Wonka here on 4K. And then I did a unboxing video of this, Darkman on 4K, starring Liam Neeson, Frances McDormand, Larry Drake, directed by Sam Raimi. Really like this film. To me, in my opinion, this is the only Darkman film, that, I like. The sequels, don't bother. This is the only, Darkman that, I like, and, it's the only Darkman that's out there. So, but good movie. Her looks great on 4K. Like I said, I did an unboxing video showing this, and it came with the sticker and the poster. So, but it has a whole lot of features on it. Also has a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative in Dolby Vision, approved by Sam Raimi, and director of photography Bill Pope. But yeah, if you don't have Darkman, this is the edition to pick up, with all the special features on it. Her looks a lot better than the Blu-ray, which the Blu-ray was DNR'd because it was released by Universal, and that was when Universal was, points, putting, DNR all over the picture quality of the film, taking out the grain. And, if you do that, the film looks like shit because the actors' faces are all waxy. So I hate when they put DNR on, the picture quality of, the films. So that's Darkman there. If you don't have it, definitely pick it up. Released by Scream Factory, Shout Factory. And then I got, and I wanted to get this. I have heard this film. I haven't seen it, but heard it's a really good movie. The Omega Man, starring Charlton Heston, and pretty much, this is in like the end of the world, type films, like The Last Man on Earth, and also I Am Legend, which I really enjoyed. I Am Legend with Will Smith. Very good movie that was. But the features here, it has an introduction by co-stars Eric Lanville and Paul Koslow, and screenwriter Joyce H. Currington. Vintage featurette, The Last Man Alive, The Omega Man, and the trailer. So that's the Omega Man here on Blu-ray. And then this came out on Tuesday. I just had to get it. I haven't watched this yet. Hopefully I get a chance to get around to checking it out. It's a movie that I've been waiting for, for years. It's a sequel, and it is Good Burger 2. And it came out on Paramount Plus, but Paramount decided to release it on Blu-ray. So really am looking forward to checking this out. And it has features. It has Home of the Good bloopers, the Comfort Food Classic, Behind the Scenes with Keenan and Kel, Meet the Employees, Q&A with the new crew, employee training video, and Good Burger movie recap. But it's good to see Keenan and Kel, reunite and do the film. So they also got, Lori Beth in there. Also, Josh Server makes, appearance. I saw, he reprised his role as Fizz right there. But you have Lil Rel Howery in it. But really am looking forward to checking this out. So if I check it out, there will be a review on it. And this one, I heard great things about this film, and was curious to check it out. I did not watch it yet. And this came out in 1950, and it is Harvey, starring James Stewart. About a guy, imagining, his friend who was a 6-foot rabbit. So I heard this was based on a Broadway show of the same name, Harvey. But really, I'm looking forward to checking this out at some point. Of course, I'll review it. This was released under the Universal 100th anniversary line back in 2012. And it has features. It has an introduction by film star James Stewart with photographic montage, 100 Years of Universal, the Carl Laemmle era, 100 Years of Universal, the Lou Wasserman era, and the trailer. So I really liked how they did these Universal 100th anniversary, slipcovers, because inside, you get, this, you get the original poster of the film there. And they did this for all their Universal 100th anniversary lines, where they released in a slipcover, and, of course, they put like stills from the film and the original posters to their films. But it's cool. Side of it. But yeah, so that's Harvey. We'll get around to checking this out at some point. And then got some Disney titles here. And this one here, I watched this film and I really liked it. And it is called The Watcher in the Woods. This stars Betty Davis, Carol Becker, David McCallum, Lynn Holly Johnson, Kyle Richards. This was released in 1980. This is very dark for a Disney film. This was at the time where Disney was doing, films that were dark, like this, and Something Wicked This Way Comes, which I reviewed that film as well. So check back on my, videos for my review of that. But this film is sort of in the same vein as Something Wicked This Way Comes, but, very different. But I just felt like that. It's like in the same vein as that film. But I thought Lynn Holly Johnson as the main character in the film. I thought she did a good job. She's a former skater. She, I think, competed in the Olympics. As a skater. That's her right there. But this is a very creepy film. But it's worth watching. I know they did a remake of this, which starred Angelica Houston, which I heard was pretty terrible. But definitely give this film a watch. Review it at some point. So that's the Watcher in the Woods there. Features it has on here has the alternate endings. It had 2 alternate endings. And I liked the ending that they went with for the film. The other 2, I'm like, the first one, it was alright. The second one, it was, okay. But it just featured, like this winged creature. But I'll talk about that at some point when I review the film. So that's the Watch in the Woods there. Definitely check it out. Like I said, very dark for a Disney film. And then the next one here, I had fun with this film. It's very underrated. Not many people talk about this Disney film. Came out in 1981. And it is Condorman. And this stars Michael Crawford, Oliver Reed, Barbara Carrera, James Hampton. And this film is out of print. It's going for, some money on eBay. And like I said, I thought it was a fun film. It's funny. It's basically a superhero film mixed with, a spy film. Because it's about Michael Crawford's character. He's a illustrator. He draws very well. He's a comic book, illustrator, and he creates this hero Condorman, which he has a suit for. He meets this woman Natalia, played by Barbara Carrera, and she is a Russian spy, and these other spies want to go and get her, and also get Michael Crawford's character. So they have to escape them. And I really enjoyed the chemistry between Michael Crawford's character and Barbara Carrera's character. You bought their chemistry together, when they were on the screen. But Condorman is definitely a fun film to check out. And this was released from the Disney Movie Club, which they are shutting down. And the film was released in widescreen by 235 by 1. So when I watched it, I'm like, the picture of the film, it was like rectangular, like it was like that. And you have, black, bars covering the whole TV, but you only just watch the film just from like this, like rectangular. I think you have to adjust like the adjustments, like the zooms on your TV to get it, in that proper widescreen. But it has no features. I know the film didn't do well when it came out, but as a cult following among Disney fans. So definitely check out Condorman. Very fun film. And then the next ones here is a set, and Disney released these in the early 2000s to late 2000s, and I liked how the way that they did these, and they released them in tins. These are out of print, and they go for quite an amount of money on eBay. You might find some of these like $20, $40, $50 used on eBay, but brand new factory sealed, these go up to like $100, $200 dollars. So I just found them at the right price. And I'm talking about the Walt Disney Treasures line. And Disney released these I liked how the way that these were done. Basically, they released the DVDs in tins here, which is cool. And I have 3 of them. And the first one here is Disneyland Secret Stories of Magic. All about Disneyland. Here's the back. And it has a documentary, an hour and 41 documentary on Disneyland and how it was created, how Walt Disney ended up opening it. He dreamt of this for 16 years. So it says on July 17, 1955, Walt Disney opened the gates to Disneyland, the beloved American icon that has become a cherished destination for generations. It was also the day Walt's 16-year dream came true. And these sets are hosted by Leonard Maltin, the critic. So it has, he says here, Disneyland fans rejoice. Here are behind-the-scenes secrets and stories about the world's first theme park. Plus, never-before-seen footage and vintage Disney TV shows help to celebrate the happiest place on Earth. You got like a timeline there. But I'm going to show you inside. Nice, lovely tin. You have the DVD in there. This is a 2-disc set. And here's the DVD. And you get 2-disc. You got Walt Disney and Mickey there. The statue of them, which you can see at Disney World, which I actually saw the statue of them when I was down there in January. And then you have the castle there, Cinderella's castle, and you have a book here. It has a nice photo there of Walt Disney. Just talking about Walt Disney there. Then you have the essay by Leonard Maltin. Talking about Disneyland, and says an elaborate theatrical feature called Disneyland USA preserves breathtaking images of the park as it looked in 1956. It's been beautifully restored in CinemaScope and Dolby 5.1 sound. So, pretty cool. And you got the quote up there by Walt Disney where he kept saying, Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. Pretty cool. And then you have, what you get on both discs here. Disc 1, you have Disneyland Secret Stories of Magic. That's the documentary. Wonderful World of Disneyland trivia game. People and Places Disneyland USA, which is restored. You got a commentary by Leonard Maltin and longtime Disney Imagineer Tony Baxter on Disneyland USA. Disc 2, you have Operation Disneyland. You have the Golden Horseshoe review. Those are Disneyland episode shows hosted by Walt Disney. Walt Disney used to host the Disneyland show in the 50s and 60s. And the Golden Horseshoe review aired September 23rd, 1962. And it showed, the attraction of the Horseshoe review, which I had a lot of fun watching that. And these were all very interesting to watch. I had a lot of fun, watching these. As one of my favorites here, Disneyland Goes to the World's Fair, which aired on May 17, 1964. Disneyland Goes to the World's Fair is my favorite, where Walt Disney, talks about the attractions, coming to the 1964 New York World's Fair, which was held in Queens. We got introduced to, of course, the attractions, the Magic Skyway, the Carousel of Progress, It's a Small World, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. 2 of those I rode. Of course, It's a Small World and Carousel of Progress. I rode down in Disney World when I was there in January. I rode them twice and really enjoyed them. and it just talks about, it just shows, like, Walt Disney and the Imagineering department creating all of this for the fair. You got Disneyland Around the Seasons, which aired in 1966. Building Walt's Dream, Disneyland Under Construction, and Frame Galleries. On the back here, you got, two other, in the Walt Disney Treasures, you have Donald Duck, the Chronological Donald Duck, Volume 3, and The Adventures of Oswald. And you got, lobby card here of the castle. And on the back here, at the Sleeping Beauty Castle. And all these come with a certificate of authenticity. So here it is. I got 33,449 of 5,000. And these also came with the original Disneyland tickets. So, pretty cool. Got Main Street Tomorrowland, Fantasyland ticket, Sleeping Beauty Castle there, Mickey Mouse Club Theater, Casey Jr. Circus Train, Midget Utopia. More here. All of the different attractions there that they had. Really cool that that they added this in the DVD. So, I mean, I got this used, but I was surprised that it still had these, in here. So that's Walt Disney Treasures, Disneyland Secret Stories of Magic. Next here is your host, Walt Disney. TV memories from 1956 to 1965. And these had episodes from the Disneyland series. Celebrate Walt Disney and his magical vision with this look back at several of the most memorable hours from his groundbreaking television shows. As its friendly, approachable host, Disney endured himself to millions and became much more than an icon for family entertainment. He became Uncle Walt. And here's the DVD here. Of course, 2-disc. So here's 2 discs here. A nice disc art of Walt Disney there. Get your certificate of authenticity there. 48,807 of 65,000. You got a card of Walt Disney here. Pretty cool. And you have a book. More talking about Walt Disney there. Some illustrations there. The essay, of course, by Leonard Maltin. Quote by Walt Disney up there. Television is grieving me new freedom. A freedom of producing things I feel we can do well. So the essay is Leonard Maltin talking about Walt Disney and how, television changed him from, being a movie producer to a household name. This is cool. So, and then you got everything on the 2-disc here. You have the programs from 1956, Where Do Stories Come From? The 4th anniversary show, which I really enjoyed, where the Mouseketeers, the Mickey Mouse Club, were there, and they threw, Walt like a big, 4th anniversary show on the Mouseketeer stage. Really enjoy that one. At the end, they have, a big cake, there. It was cool. You have Kodak Presents Disneyland 59 from 1959, a special that was considered lost. And they found it. They restored it. You also have galleries and My Dad, Walt Disney, where Leonard Maltin ends up sitting down with Walt Disney's daughter, who is, now passed away. But it was a really good interview that Leonard Maltin did, and Walt's daughter, talking about, her memories of her father. Then you have on disc 2, Backstage Party from 1961. And then you have the Disneyland 10th Anniversary Show, where, Walt is, saying, oh, it's Disneyland's 10th anniversary. And it goes around the Imagineering department. In this show, we got introduced to, Pirates of the Caribbean, and them, making a sculpture of the pirates. Also introduced us to the Haunted Mansion, where originally they were going to call it House of Illusions. So we saw those 2 attractions, being made here. And it has bonus material. I Captured the King of the Leprechauns, Disneyland USA at Radio City Music Hall, and Working with Walt. So on the back, we have more of DVDs that were released in the Treasures line. But very cool this was. Very interesting to watch. So that's your host, Walt Disney TV Memories from 1956 to 1965. And the last of the tins here, I want to get more of these when the price is right, where I could find ones that are like cheap. But buying them brand new, they could cost like $100-$200, brand new. But the last one here is the Mickey Mouse Club. This is the original Mickey Mouse Club from 1955, and it doesn't have the full season of the Mickey Mouse Club. It only has episodes from the first week that the show debuted. It has the first week of October 3rd, 1955 to October 7th, 1955. So, like I said, the whole first week of the Mickey Mouse Club, when it debuted on October 3rd, 1955. And I watched these 5 episodes, and I loved it. I really had a lot of fun with the Mickey Mouse Club. And what was really cool about the Mickey Mouse Club here is that they had different themes every day. Like, for instance, Monday, they had Fun with Music Day. On Tuesday, they had Guest Star Day. Wednesday was Anything Can Happen Day. Thursday was Circus Day. And Friday was Talent Roundup Day. And of course, this show made Annette Funicello popular, which, she, has passed away. But she was like the main popular one out of the Mickey Mouse Club. And she has her own Walt Disney Treasures DVD, which, I want to get, but, it's a little expensive, considering now, she's no longer with us and, went up in price, used and also brand new. But hopefully you get a chance to pick that one up at some point. But here is the back here. Of course, you all know the theme song, M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. MICKEYMOUSE, before the theme song's memorable spelling became an audio icon, before the series even aired, the Mickey Mouse Club was the most anticipated children's programming ever. This volume features the 5 episodes of Week 1 of the black and white series that launched a television revolution. There you go. Here's the DVD. 2 disc, of course. Here's disc 2. Got a nice, photo there of the Mouseketeers. And you have the book in here. I always like that, Walt Disney, and holding Mickey's hand there. Got Walt Disney there. Yeah, the essay by Leonard Maltin talking about the Mickey Mouse Club. Walt Disney's quote, "Watching the Mouseketeers and their guests in action, boys and girls will feel impelled to discover and develop their own talents, whatever they may be." And they did a little segment here where these 2 children wanted to be do airport stuff. Like one wanted to be a hostess, one wanted to fly a plane. So they end up taking these 2 kids through that process, which that was really cool to see. So of course on disc 1 you have Monday to Wednesday episodes of that week, bonus material, the leader of the club, galleries, inside the club, spreading the word, Mouse Key promotion, sketching the ideas, and Mouseketeer roll call. Disc 2 has Thursday and Friday show of that week, bonus material, Mouse Key memories, where Leonard Maltin ends up sitting down with the Mouseketeers, some of the Mouseketeers, which that was, very fun to watch. You got the Mouseketeers debut at Disneyland, the opening sequence in color, and still frame galleries. And all these episodes have their advertisements, like sponsorships. It would be like, this portion of the Mickey Mouse Club is sponsored by Coca-Cola, sponsored by Vicks. And then you have, the stay tuned for more Mickey Mouse Club on the ABC television network. That is all intact on these episodes. Which, that's, cool seeing, how, 50s, TV shows had sponsorships. Lobby card here. And here's the certificate of authenticity. Got 38,559 of 130,000. So that's the Mickey Mouse Club in the Walt Disney Treasures line. That is MICKEYMOUSE. There you go. So that's all 3 that I got of the Walt Disney Treasures line. Hopefully I want to get that Annette Funicello Treasures DVD, because it has some episodes of the Mickey Mouse Club, later on. I think in the final season of the Mickey Mouse Club. But now on to the Laserdiscs here. I got 3 Laserdiscs, I'm sorry. First one here, and I like this film. It's a guilty pleasure. I know some people don't like it. It's a Disney film, and it's the most forgotten about Disney film. Like, nobody talks about this film. It's one of Paul Walker's earliest films. I have this on VHS, and it's just a fun film. Yeah, it's cheesy, it's goofy, it's dumb, but it is Meet the Deedles. And this is a very rare Laserdisc here. Was well enough to find this on eBay, and just had to get it because this film, Disney has not released this film on DVD. It's on Disney Plus, but I don't know why Disney has never released a DVD of this film. So, but this stars Paul Walker, the late great Paul Walker, Steve Van Warmer, John Ashton, A.J. Langer, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself, and also Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper plays the villain in the film there. Late great Dennis Hopper. But it's a funny film. Like I said, it's dumb, it's cheesy, it's goofy, but I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. So I'll show you the disc here. Yeah, this film was released in 1998. Here's the disc, two-sided disc. There you go. That's Meet the Deedles on Laserdisc in widescreen. So glad to have this. Like I said, it's very rare to find this Laserdisc. This film on Laserdisc here. So that's Meet the Deedles. And then I got the letterboxed edition of my favorite film of all time, Back to the Future. Here on Laserdisc. And it is a two-sided disc. Here's side 1, side 2. Of course, I had to get it. Added to my Back to the Future collection. So that's the first on Laserdisc, first Back to the Future. And also Back to the Future Part 2. I don't have Part 3 yet on Laserdisc, which I'm going to pick it up at some point. And, I enjoy Back to the Future Part 2. It's just very fun. And here is the disc. Here's side 1. And side 2. And it's also widescreen in letterbox. There you go. So that's Back to the Future Part 2 on Laserdisc. So I will be getting Part 3 on Laserdisc at some point. But yeah, so that's it for my DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and Laserdisc update. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this. Definitely give the video a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe. Like I said, there will be no SmackDown review tomorrow. And on Saturday, I will be seeing Godzilla Kong. So there will be a review of that. That will be the next video. So until then, see you all later.